So again, literally just working from side to side. This enables us to keep our symmetry as best as we possibly can. Now what we're looking for here is just to establish where our curving is going to begin, because we wish to curve and put another swirl in the same area and keep it symmetrical on both sides. Again. The main thing about what we're trying to achieve is just to make sure that we can see the shape. Give yourself a little bit of confidence about how your design is going on. Now we've tapped that first section in. We're now going to put another border on the inside of this V again. Now sometimes when you're actually doing designs, you can find that your ideas may change, you may even make mistakes. But if you do, the best thing to do is just to move on to the parts where your confidence is and you've got clean lines, clean those up, and generally ideas come to you whilst you're doing your design. Now we've done our main part of the design. The main thing that we're doing to establish was symmetry, just to etch in and make sure we can see the design and where it's going. The tool that we use obviously is the XL 2-speed, just to get the main part of the design and just get the lines in. Now we've done that, we've got a nice symmetrical design. Because we're actually doing it all the way around the sides and we want it to be symmetrical, what we're going to do is jump straight to the front. And the reason for doing that is because you don't want to actually continue going around and find that you've not got enough space between the temporal area and the occipital area. The idea of the whole design is to be symmetrical, is to be in unison, so we don't actually want to run out of space. So we're going to jump from the side and work from side to side towards the back. So first of all, what we're going to do is, again, still just using the XL, just to remove the bulk of hair. We're just actually going to get a nice outline shape in here. And what we're doing is we're giving it a nice point. The reason for giving it this point is just give it a little bit more of a sideburn. And what we're going to do is go for some curvature in this temporal area. And again, we're still using our pivot finger. So here, again, just to get this curvature around the temporal area, just using literally the corner of the tool, which just enables us to be able to get the precision that we require. And we just tap. You find sometimes when you're using a big tool, a little bit like the XL2, you might find that you get excessive heat after being using it for a while. So one of the things that you can use is a product by Andis, a Cool Care spray, which allows you just to be able to just spray tool, remove the excess lubricant, and you can continue, and it's cooled right down. So now what we do is just move to the other side and do exactly the same that we've done on one side, on this side now. Again, as you can see, using our pivot finger placed on the head of this client enables you to be able to get the curvature that you need and the arch that you need in the side here with precision. So now we've done that, what we want to do now is establish another inside borderline, a little bit like what we've done at the back here with the inside borderline here. So we're going to continue that theme towards the front also. Just have it in a position where you can see, just keeping the air out of the way to ensure any accidents. And again, just using our pivot finger, placing that on the forehead. And just tap. So here around this temple area, we want another curve. And again, it's important to be able to see what you're doing here. So again, head's resting on the head, using the corner, just tilting which corner I wish to use. And again, just repeating the same process, just to ensure that we're able to see the width of the design that we have, the outline frame. And again, just following that perimeter border shape. And in a salon environment, what you can find that you can do is that you can use the mirror on the opposite side of the client to be able to get a symmetrical pattern and follow exactly what you've done on the other side. Just move over to the other side. Now for where this design is going, we've actually got a little bit too much bulk here in this area, so we'll just quickly do a little bit of clipper over comb, just to reduce some of that length, so we can continue with our design. We're now just starting to get back into the shape of where our design is going. Now the main shape is, we're going to get all our little intricacies. One of the things that we've done is we've actually cut into the hair, into the frame. Initially we had a line that went straight down. We've cut into it just to suit the swirl that we've got here, and we're following that the way around. We're going to do the same on the other side. It's just going to show a lot more about the movement of the design and how the hair and the design is flowing. So now we've done that, just to show the flowing movements of the swirls that we've got on the side here, we're going to cut in again, a little bit like what we've done on the side here. We're going to cut in to the two swirls that we've kind of joined here as well. So we're literally just taking it from the swirls, bringing it in, and we're just going to give it a point. This point doesn't necessarily have to go anywhere, it's just to separate the two swirls. We can repeat the same process on the opposite side. Now we've done that, we're going back to the middle, and where my ideas have changed now, because we've moved on, we've got a lot of swirls going on, we're going to get the theme of this haircut being swirls and circles. So there's going to be a lot of swirls and there's going to be a couple circles, but the interesting part was what I was going to do with this section. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to put another design in this part here, which will be slightly different from the rest. Well, this is known as a paisley petal, and we're just going to do 3 of them. So what we do initially is just to cut it a little bit like a 3 clover crest, which you also find in paisley designs, but we're then going to split it into 3. The next tool we're going to use, we're going back to the outliner 2. The reason for